What's up? What's up, everybody? We got murdered. No, we didn't get murdered. That was a horrible game. That was quite possibly the worst Thursday night game I've ever seen. What's up? What's up, everybody? We got a couple folks in the house. Yes, this was bullshit. Total bullshit. Wait for my man Tricky to jump in. He's getting set up. And then we'll kick things out. There she is.
Goddamn.
Yeah, goddamn is right.
You kick things off, bro.
Nah. Literally like a minute ago.
Well, fuck.
You're not coming in through this mic, by the way. You're coming in through your other mic.
It don't matter. I mean, what else could go wrong? Fuck it. Who cares?
Come on, man.
Rough one, guys. Thank y'all for being here, rocking with us, Bull Run Sports. Happy Halloween to everybody. It was gonna be Omar. I hate being right. Bro.
I was gonna go with my clown mask and
do your best T.Y. Hilton impression, bro. This was a rough one, man. You know, we talked about it. I told you the game script. I knew exactly what was gonna happen, man. And we not get all the breaks in the world?
Every single one.
Every single one. I mean, the Jets did everything they could to help us. They shot themselves in the foot. Damn fool dropped the ball, before he entered the end zone. That should have been a telltale sign or indication of how the game was going to go, and we should have been able to take it. It's so many stupid penalties by the Jets to give us the ball. Fourth down situations, and then the last one? What does Kaimi do? Missed the fucking field goal, takes points off the board.
Miss a fucking 12-yard chip shot. I mean, what was it, like a 20-yard chip shot? I mean,
it was much easier kick than the one that he made. It just wasn't our night, Omar.
No, it really wasn't.
I don't know, man.
Positives. There's some positives.
Okay, what's your positives? Let's start off positive. What you got?
A couple things. The right green was out there finally for once. Golly, man. I mean, listen, man, I'm never the guy that likes to see anybody get hurt. I really don't. Sometimes I'm, when I call for people to get hurt, I usually call for them to like roll an ankle just so they'll be out for a game. You know what I mean?
Or at least for the opposite team, right?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. But for this one, man, I mean, the announcers were on board. They were like, these guys, that Kenyon Green is just not. I mean, he's not having a good season. He was getting bullied. He was just looking like a fish out of water. And then he gets hurt. Unfortunately, not unfortunate for him. Fortunate for us, because Kendrick Green went out there and.
But look, Omar,
completely different.
I was messaging you during the whole thing, bro. CJ hurt him on purpose. All right, like he
sat on his shoulder on purpose.
Yes, hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, CJ hurt him on purpose because it was either CJ looked at it like, look, it's either him or me, because he was getting his ass hurt. He was getting him hit. So he was like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and take your shoulder out right now, bro. He pulled the WWE move, like landed right on dude.
Hit him with an elbow.
Yeah. He took him out, man. And I'm halfway joking. Obviously, you don't want to see any of the Texans players injured, but the fucking right one got injured, bro.
I agree. The right one got taken out of the game. Obviously, never want to see anybody get hurt, but so to that point, man, there's a couple of people in here talking about the coaches. To that point, right? It's like you and I were happy to see him come out of the game. Let's say that, right? We weren't necessarily. I mean, obviously, we don't want to see anybody get hurt. We were happy to see him come out of the game, and it sucks that it took for him to get injured in order to get him out of the game and get the right guy in the spot, right?
Yeah, we got
it turned into a completely different offense after that. CJ had time to throw the ball. Now after the second half, I don't know what the hell happened. I think the Texans are the worst second half team. I think Slowick is the worst at making second half adjustments in his.
Speak on it.
It was the exact same thing, and the Jets knew what was coming. I mean, it's anytime Mixon's out there, they know you're going to run the ball. I think we maybe ran 2 play action plays. It's like, I think Taylor got 1 carry.
Yeah.
Ogunbowale got maybe 1 or 2. Like, I get it.
Speak on it, man. Speak on it. Speak the truth, because I mean, you're absolutely right.
Mixon's our main guy, and I get that. But at some point, within the offensive scheme, you have to do something to change it up a little bit to keep the defense honest. And they were running the same fucking script all game. It was insane.
Yeah. I'm sitting here laughing at y'all. Keep commenting, bro. Like, we see y'all's comments, and we gonna definitely get to them after we after we get these few points out. The comments are absolutely hilarious, bro.
Yeah.
To your point though, Omar, about the coaches, obviously the second half adjustments have just been, I mean, they haven't existed.
They haven't been there. Yeah.
And it's egregious, glaring at this point, and it's so bad. The things that were working in the first half, they didn't even go back to, right. Which is crazy. Obviously you saw the Jets adjusted. They had second half adjustments, and those worked for them. So what the hell is going on with our adjustments? But also the coaches need to be held accountable for what we were talking about a little bit earlier, bro. Kenyon Green had no business being in the game at all. He has no business playing football at this point. He's just not good. Okay. Cut him, bench him, whatever you have to do. Let him move on. Let him sit behind. Look, Kendrick Green has been foaming at the mouth to get in the game. Look, think about that. He's existed on our team. It's not like we traded for him and we just got him. He's been here. He's been clamoring to get in there and take Kenyon's spot. But the coaches chose DeMeco Ryans. We we give him a lot of praise on this channel. DeMeco Ryans chose to stick with Kenyon Green, even though he's getting CJ's ass belching into the ground every game.
Yeah.
That's unacceptable. Then you see what happens. As soon as Kendrick comes into the game, we have a 98-yard touchdown drive.
Yep.
I mean, think about that, bro. That's essentially fucking 2 touchdown drives, right? Like, if you get in like a normalish field position, they move the ball so well without that one cancerous person being on the field. That's unacceptable. You have to get rid of the glaring problem on the offensive line, and for it to come down to an injury that CJ had to pull himself, I'm completely 100% convinced CJ did that shit on purpose, bro. You're not gonna convince me otherwise. He hurt him on purpose.
CJ looked down. He's like, "Is that Kenyon Green down there?" Oh, shit. Sit your ass down somewhere.
He's such a good quarterback that he's like, I got to do this. I got to do everything myself.
I got to take care. Yeah, I got to do personnel. I got to do all this shit. This is crazy. Another positive was Tank Dell. I think, what did he end up with? 100 and
we knew Tank had to. We knew.
I know we knew, but we just hadn't seen it yet. 126 yards, 6 catches, some great catches, man, that he made. He made that one catch where he kind of showed off a little bit of that speed that we saw last year that we really hadn't seen a lot of this year. It was just a good showing by Tank Dell. I was kind of happy to see him kind of back in the mix. Obviously, once again, because of injuries and things like that, we're kind of where we're at.
I'm gonna put that one up on the screen because to your point, what you're talking about. Look, we knew Tank had to show up because shit, he's the number one. He's the only one of the 3-headed monsters that we had this game, but we needed other guys to step up.
Yeah, and Hutch didn't get nothing. Mechie didn't get nothing. It was just Dell, Woods, and Schultz. That's it.
Think about how insane that is, man. I mean, that sucks. That's not a positive. That's awful. That's awful.
Well, no,
man.
I mean, it's a positive that because we haven't seen Tank this year yet. Like, we haven't seen him at all, right? There's been not even flashes in the pan of him doing what he was doing
Yeah.
last year prior to the injury,
Yeah.
right? So in the back of my mind, there's always been this lingering thing is like, is he still there, right? Because I mean, he's had the injury to the leg, then he got shot in the leg, and then it's like, did he lose something? Did he lose his step? Did he lose his speed? Did he lose his hands? What's going on here? And then it's just been the fact that the Nico Collins and the Stephon Diggs machine has been consuming the majority of the passes.
Yeah.
It really doesn't leave a whole lot for Tank Dell, especially when you got Mixon running the way he's been running. Right.
I feel you. So I won't be negative, Nancy. I'll give you that. Like,
I was just happy to see Tank doing his thing and see his
numbers.
That's
because
all I'm
like
saying.
we talked about on an earlier episode, like is a mental thing, right? Like he went through such a harsh, unorthodox off season, getting shot, like all kind of shit. You don't know where his mental's at. So when he's being thrust into a number one receiver position, he showed up, you know, in the way that we would expect and we would hope, right? But that's not a guarantee. So to your credit, yeah, you know, absolutely, it was awesome to see.
Yeah, but Hutch and Mechie were I mean, like they got nothing.
Yeah, to Ram's point, man. Appreciate all the comments, man. We see them all. This is it's just a lot to take in right now, man. I like the one comment. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find it, but somebody said that they can't even enjoy trick or treating with their damn kids.
Oh man.
Yeah, this is you know, we wanted to go at least 3-1 during this Nico injury stint.
Yeah.
We weren't able to do it, man. You know, it would have been nice to create even more separation from the division, but we dropped this one, man. And this is one that we should have had. You know,
I want to talk about this comment for a little bit. Shout out Redneck Ghost. The defense was absolutely on fire in the first half.
Yep.
I mean, they did not. I don't think Aaron Rodgers had a single yard in the first quarter and in the second quarter, if I'm not mistaken.
I think you're right. It was crazy. Like he went multiple drives without a yard.
Yeah, without a single yard. I know for sure he didn't come out of the first quarter without a single yard.
Yeah, and when he finally did get a completion, it was for negative yards. It was crazy.
Yeah, man. Exactly. Yeah, it was for negative yards, and then the pass right after that one was a little dump pass for a couple of yards. But yeah, I'm telling you, the first again, it points to a glaring issue that we have, right? Where other teams, seemingly bad teams, right? 2-6. I mean, we're talking about 2-6 team. We're still talking about a team that barely got to 500 with this win. Have the capacity to make these changes at the half.
Yeah.
And we simply do not.
I was gonna try to give him an out. I was gonna try to play devil's advocate and try to help him out and be like, oh, is that, you know, we give him a pass because of the Steph injury and a short week. But when you have a trend, it's hard to give him a pass, you know, because
I can't
been
give him
doing
a
this
pass,
even with the fully healthy squad, you know.
Yeah, I can't give him a pass because if you think about it, you know, everything that happened in the Niners game, right? First half looked good, right? Our defense looked great. We were like, oh shit. I mean, even I think we had two interceptions. What game was that? The last one, last week's. Was it against who was? Am I tripping here?
Yeah, we definitely didn't play the Niners.
No, not the Niners, the Packers. Fuck, man, I don't know what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
In the Packers game, you know, the first half was a great first half of football that we played. A couple of interceptions from the defense. The defense looked great, and then they make an adjustment. All of a sudden, everything that we can do well is null and void. It seems to be that way on every single game.
So
it's frustrating.
What do we do, man? Like Tan just comment right here, man. You know,
T. Higgins, baby.
But man, look, we're talking about. I don't know off the top of my head T. Higgins' salary demands, right? I think he's a guy that is on still like a 1-year deal, or either he's on a the last year of an option deal, right? To where it would be a rental, and possibly if we want to re-up him, we can. Obviously, we could re-up Steph
we did
for
the
next
same thing
year.
with Steph, yeah.
Yeah, but if it comes down to money, I think we still have money. T. Higgins would be awesome. T. Higgins would be my number one choice. But what are we thinking? Because look, the glaring need is left guard, right? We're like, if we're gonna make a trade before the trade deadline, you gotta get help on an offensive line that's just getting murdered, man. But what do you think, Omar? After seeing Kendrick Green come in, or you feeling like we're good with Jared Patterson coming back off of a concussion protocol, have him backing up and just bench or just cut straight up Kenyon Green? Do you still feel like we need to go out and get a left guard and maybe just even for depth? Is that still the number one priority after seeing how well Kendrick Green came in relief, or is it switched up to now number one priority being getting a veteran receiver, getting another receiver in here?
I mean, look, it's the chicken or the egg, right? Because the receiver doesn't matter if CJ is running for his life, right? So do we need another left guard? I don't know yet, because Kendrick came in and he did really well, man. I mean, I think he did really well. Like you and I said it, we were text messaging back and forth. Like, this is a completely different offense now. CJ has the time. CJ can roll. I think Kendrick is a serviceable enough guard to keep the position for now. And then you just mentioned his name coming back from concussion protocol.
Jared Patterson.
Patterson coming back from concussion protocol. We have a little bit of flexibility there. So I'd like
but
to
is
see
it a thing to where these guys are serviceable guys and we have that glaring need? It's like, hey, yes, we have serviceable depth, but do we need a baller? Do we need to go out and make a splash on that O line right now and shore up the protection? Because hey, our most valuable commodity on this team is CJ Stroud.
Yeah.
And he's not been able to look like CJ Stroud and be CJ Stroud because he's running for his life every fucking play, man. And look, to your credit, like you said, once Kenyon went down and Kendrick came in, he played well. CJ had time to take a nap in the back.
Yeah.
He had a lot of time, and some of the runs that he was able to produce was because they were protecting.
They were doing really well pass run blocking too as well. I mean, there's a couple of really great plays where, I mean, Kendrick was out there pancaking motherfuckers. I mean, putting them on their backs.
I like this.
Opening up some really good lanes.
I like this comment because look, if you guys didn't stick around to watch the very end of the game, on the Texans' very last drive before we had to kick the onside kick or whatever, Titus Howard got beat. CJ got sacked. If CJ would have been able to have just a normal time, just another second, I think it was Tank coming across a touchdown wide open, bro.
Yeah.
Not to say that we would have won the game. We still would have had to get the onside kick, but it's just an indication of how fucking terrible and how lazy Titus Howard is. I mean, he's the worst. He's the worst. I hate Titus. I think I said it on like earlier episodes, man. Beginning of the season, like game 2 or 3. I like Blake Fisher better than Titus Howard's ass. Sit him down. Let the rookie play. Offensive line is just it's the biggest negative on our team, man.
It really is, and that sucks too, because those are it's funny because we talked about this like at the beginning of the season, right? It's like what's one of the most important things is your quarterback the most important person in the world? And I'm saying, yeah, maybe so, but the guy protecting him is probably just as important, just as making sure that we got boys got concrete feet.
Yeah, I like that.
I like that. Yeah, man, they just weren't moving. It's like Eddie Murphy said. Was it Eddie Murphy or Martin Lawrence? Looked like moving like he got gum on his shoe, like he couldn't get off the blocks. It's just crazy, man. Again, our defense solid, right? Offense, weapons.
Bro, I was thinking about it.
Quarterback, phenomenal.
Dog, we have a championship defense.
Yeah,
this defense is built to win, to get a ring, man.
I agree.
It really is. Y'all can kill me in the comments if you disagree. Our defense is good enough to win a chip. They do everything that they're supposed to do. to win it all, man. You know, it sucked seeing Petrie get burnt on that last play when we needed to stop. You know, absolutely needed to stop. They couldn't come up with it, but I can't put it all on the defense this game.
Yeah, but
The
Petrie
offense
was
had
running
every
all over the
opportunity.
place, though. I mean, it's like
Yeah,
every single tackle, it was either Petrie or Stingley. Like those were the only two guys that were making any kind of plays on defense today. And yeah, I mean, they got burned. Listen, there was a couple of really lucky breaks too. You know, that one-handed catch
no doubt.
from Wilson was just, I'm sorry, that was a fucking phenomenal catch. I mean, like
Of course, yeah, it was.
that was
Yeah, I mean, it
that
was
was
great.
awesome. That was an awesome catch. I mean, I'm a football fan. That was a fucking catch to see. When he came down with it, I was kind of 50-50, and then the replay, and I was like, all right, yeah, he got that one.
But to this comment's point, to Micah's point, the play shouldn't even been able to happen because the play before it, they were able to extend the drive on a bullshit ass call.
Yeah,
They should have been. We should have been off the field. We should have had the ball. Like
right.
Stingley played. Look, Stingley played so phenomenal this game that he separated himself from the whole "who's better, Stingley or Sauce Gardner" conversation. Right. It's not even a. Did you see how Steven Sims broke his ankles at the end of the game, bro?
Oh my god, yeah, I saw that.
Fuck Sauce Gardner, and it's all Stingley, bro. Like there's no question, man. Stingley's our guy, man. He's the baller, man. Stingley over Sauce, but no, like they shouldn't even been able to make that play. 3rd and 19, fucking that sucked. It was a great play. It's going to be on the highlight reel for a long time. It's going to suck to see us on the other end of such a great play for years. Like they're going to be showing that highlight reel, man. But it shouldn't have even been able to happen.
Yeah, I agree. I just think I don't know, man. I think it's one of those.
Hey, look, our boy doing our job for us.
Oh yeah. Diamond, appreciate you, brother. Yeah, y'all hit the like button if y'all in the stream with us. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, all that good jazz. It's a bad situation, man. We're not. This just wasn't a good game, man. We just, again, dude, the second half is just absolutely a kick in the balls. Man, there was that one play where I thought CJ had snapped his ankle in half.
Bro, as soon as I saw it, I was like, nah. It looked like he just got hit in the balls. It looked like, oh, dude, like net checked him, bro.
Oh, really? Yeah,
yeah.
I thought he had like. I don't know the way his foot kind of did one of these things. I was like, oh Lord.
Now you can see, dude's fist was like right in the crotch area. I was like, yeah, he got net checked right now. I hope he does some overly honest shit in the press conference, and they ask him like, hey man, what happened with the injury? He's like,
he punched me in the balls.
Yeah,
punched me in the balls. I got hunched over. just like your boy said, hey man, I was tired, man. I did that run. I had to tap out. You know what I mean?
I got hit in the balls, man. I had to lay down for a second.
Yeah, everybody. You know what? That would have been a good excuse for Richardson to say like, hey man, listen, I went down, but I got hit in the balls. I couldn't even feel they were in my stomach. I was just, and you guys know the pain. You know what I mean? So I just
literally anything else would have been a better excuse than what the fuck he said. Now look where he's at. He's sitting here with us.
Watching the game on the couch.
Yeah, man.
Holding the clipboard for Joe Flacco, baby.
Yeah. Hey, all right, man. We're gonna get to some of these comments now, man. Like the comments have been absolutely hilarious. I hate that it's been so many, we've got to miss some from the beginning. So y'all holler at us right now. Flood the comments, man. And let's chop it up. Let's chop it up with y'all about these comments, man.
He said 100% on D'Amico and Slowick.
Oh, it's on D'Amico that he decided to keep Kenyon Green in the game. Kenyon Green should not have played a single fucking second of this game. So yes, it's on D'Amico.
Black Vegeta agrees on that exact same point. I go back to what the pundits were saying at the beginning of the season. Straight to the Super Bowl, man. It's very hard without the weapons we were promised. We're limping. We absolutely are limping. I mean, we went into this game down our two best receivers, our receiver 1, receiver 2. Tank showed up for us, obviously. Of course, starting off with the Tunsil penalty. When he got that penalty, I was like, all right. He got it out of his system. Hopefully no more.
I don't even get mad. I don't even get mad no more.
I don't get mad. I don't get mad. I'll grant him one a game. I'll grant him one a game.
It's better than 5.
It really is better than 5, but one a game. I'll grant him one a game. I mean, other than that, man, he was pretty good this entire game, keeping keeping everything at bay. They were just absolutely attacking Kenyon. I mean, they were attacking Kenyon Green.
And Titus Howard sucks too.
And
it's just all right. What's next comment, man? Let's get it. Let's go.
Kaimi misses the short shots, man. That was tough. He missed 2 today, right?
Yeah. Well, look, it's Devontae Adams. This is what I was worried about. Look, I correctly predicted exactly how this game was going to go.
You really did.
I knew eventually Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams were going, they had some miscues at the beginning, but you knew that they were going to get it going. And I'm gonna talk some shit. I'm gonna save it for like our recap tomorrow. Our sober recap, as we call it, man. But I'm tired of y'all calling us negative. I'm tired of y'all calling us negative. But I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it for tomorrow because it's some bullshit. We're realistic. If y'all want some overly positive bullshit, go to the flagship station that's gonna feed y'all bullshit. But when we tell you the truth and we tell you exactly what's gonna happen based off realistic expectations of watching the team, what do you want? I mean, what do you want us to say? Like, oh, we're gonna win every game. We're gonna win. No, this team has glaring holes that needs to be corrected, man. So anyway, I'm gonna save my rant for tomorrow.
Anyway, CJ tackled 8 sacks for CJ. I mean, it was absolutely crazy. I mean, the kid's just getting killed out there. And that's just the one stat, right? We're not even talking about like all of the disruptions, the hurry ups, the push downs, like all of that stuff matters, man. And we can't do that. Yeah, Ronald says cut Kenyon ASAP. Mixon's our only offense. Absolutely. Right now, that's the only good thing we got going.
Joe Mixon was amazing. Let's talk. Can we talk about Joe Mixon for a second, bro?
Stats. Yeah. I'm trying to pull up what he did. 24 carries, 106 yards, averaging a little over 4.5 yards a carry with a tutty. I mean, if anybody deserved a touchdown, it was Joe Mixon in that game.
Deserve? Joe Mixon don't give a fuck what you think he deserves. He gonna take that shit, bro. You don't want to give up the pussy. He gonna take that shit. All right, you know what I'm saying? He's Diddy in this.
Wait a minute.
He's taking it. Take that. Joe Mixon don't care, bro. Joe Mixon is a grown man, and he's letting the league know right now. He letting the Bengals know they fucked up. Like Joe Mixon on his grown man shit, bro. Like and look, these runs, some of the runs, Omar, when he gets the ball, they have penetration in the backfield.
Yeah.
He's making jump cuts that are just he's teleporting himself.
Yeah.
Like his vision is like premonition vision.
Yeah.
No, this is where
he's got great vision, man.
Bro. I mean, but it's not vision, it's premonition vision. The way that he's making the cuts before the defense even knows what they want to do. He's insane. He's playing insanely well. And
I saw
fuck Kenyon Green for not helping him.
I saw a tweet. Shout out Black Vegeta, man. We appreciate the super chat. We'll get to that in a second. I saw a tweet that said somebody explained to me why Joe Mixon is out here playing like prime Adrian Peterson.
Oh, I thought you was gonna say Arian. But no. AD.
I mean, yeah, so it could be the same. I mean, one and the same. But yeah, somebody tweeted that. And I thought about that shit. I was like, damn, that's kind of for real,
Yeah, he's playing phenomenally. I mean, the some of the runs that he had. I mean, it was a 4th and 1, right? If you give that ball to Dameon Pierce, not just on Dameon Pierce, look, if you give that ball to any other running back,
yeah,
they're not converting it. They're getting stopped. It's a turnover on downs. He's making people miss and then just looking for contact,
floats, man.
Bro.
He just floats. It's funny too, man, because he looks like he's like so like suave with the way he runs. He's just kind of like really smooth, just kind of weaving in it. But then when it comes time to make contact, boom, he's knocking people back, putting people on their ass.
Yes.
Crazy, man.
But are you not describing the perfect running back? I
That's
mean,
what I'm talking about.
you
Yeah,
have
yeah,
the
yeah.
finesse and you have that dog
Yeah,
when you
yeah, that
need it,
power.
bro.
Yeah, that power that you need whenever it comes time to. I'll tell you one that one run by Taylor though, the one
Hey,
run that
it's
Taylor
a good
got
run. Yeah.
was crazy. He came. It looked like he had like a 12 or 13-yard head start. He was just running full
Yeah.
speed, and he just put that man. He laid that hat on. I can't remember who it was, but just ran right through him. It was great.
It was
But
some good stuff. Black
yeah,
Vegeta, man, we appreciate you. Look, at the end of the day,
that's that cheap call we were talking about.
is it Omar? Is it crazy to say that that's the play of the game?
That's the
That's
one that
that's
gave
the
them that
turning point.
second. Yeah, that gave him the second breath. That's the play that's the cheap call that he's talking about. That Vegeta's talking about. It's the
Yeah.
cheap call before the catch.
Yeah, that's the
big catch.
play. That's the play of the game. That's the play. That's the game right there.
Yeah.
You know, if you make that call correctly or don't call that bullshit,
Right.
you get the ball right there, and it's a completely different game. You
Yeah,
know,
I
that
agree.
Garrett touchdown doesn't happen. We don't
Right.
have to live with that shit in infamy.
Yeah,
Every time we turn on Sports Center, we're not gonna have to see that shit. It sucks
Yeah,
because it
because they're
was a
comparing it
terrible
to the Beckham catch, right? The one-handed Beckham catch.
We're gonna see that shit forever,
Yeah,
Omar.
bro.
We're gonna
Unfortunately,
see who did he catch it on? Was it Lassiter?
I think it was either Lassiter or Petrie.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see that shit forever, man. It
Let me see.
sucks. But yeah, that's the play of the game. That's the game right there.
I'm trying to think who it was. I'm trying to see who it was. Oh yeah, no, it was Lassiter.
Yeah, I mean it sucks. It just sucks that we're gonna have to see a Texans jersey
Yeah,
every time we see highlight plays. You know, with that play. Great play by Garrett Wilson. Shit,
great play by Garrett Wilson.
Garrett Wilson,
I'm not
obviously, it's probably not going to happen now at this point because the Jets, you know, got a little rejuvenation. Like they going to be trying to play for like a wild card spot or whatever. But if the Jets lose this game, I think Garrett Wilson, don't put that shit up. I don't want to see this shit. I don't want to relive this shit.
Come on, man. Look at that.
Waiting for that other foot, just doesn't get down. The knee is close.
That was a crazy catch, bro. I'm not even mad at it.
I'm mad. I mean, we lost because of that shit, man. Well, we lost because of the Stingley play. I think that's the play of the game. But look, dog, if the Jets lose this game, Omar, I think that Garrett Wilson is potentially on the trading block. If they would have lost tonight, I think that we could have, you know, reached out to the Jets to potentially get Garrett Wilson because, hey, Garrett played with CJ. You know, he probably would have wanted to get his boy, you know, over here, man. But now that's all gone. The Jets, you know, they have renewed life. They're playing for a wild card spot, man. So, yeah, bro, it sucks, man.
Tangent said stop. Yeah, man. Listen, it was a great catch, man. I thought it was really good. Even though, I mean, but it was who went with the go ahead touchdown, to kind of not the go ahead touchdown, but the nail in the coffin touchdown.
To Devontae Adams.
It was Devontae, right? Yeah.
Nigga came back like Bobby Boucher. Remember when Bobby Boucher came back came back from concussion protocol to put the nail in the coffin, dog.
Yeah.
Boy, running out there with CTE to do us in.
That's right, because he was out for the protocol, right? For the concussion protocol, and then all of a sudden he came back in. Well, that's the same thing that happened with Josh Allen when we played them, right?
Yeah, but he didn't produce it.
What was out there drunk as shit? And he's like, "No, I'm good. Put me back in, coach." And they're like, "All right, fuck it, let's go." Which worked out in our, you know what I'm saying? It worked out for us because we had a half drunk Jared Allen out there, or Josh Allen trying to throw a damn ball, couldn't see straight.
Yeah, man.
Thought he had about 25 defenders coming at him because he was seeing double, but yeah, man, it's all good.
It sucks, man. It sucks. I mean, losses happen, right? Shout out to our boy Ram right here. Just shooting something, man. Not even a comment, bro. We appreciate the blankness. That's that's what's up. I mean, look, the blankness is what Kenyon Green is seeing. Dog. Just like, what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to block. I'm supposed to protect. It sucks.
It's not a good look, man. I mean, it's not a good look. Where do we go from here? Who do we got next week? Next week is the Lions.
They say Black Vegeta was saying they had Petrie on Adams with no help. Look, I'm not gonna be critical of Petrie this year, man. Like Petrie has stepped up. He's
Oh,
filled his role. He's played awesome. He's played really, really well. Um, you know, in that situation, man, they went man coverage. You know, it's just one of those plays. Um, yeah, he got beat. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know, it obviously they were in probably, you know, blitzing the linebackers and the safeties or whatever the case is. They expected the guys to be able to cover, and they had been all game, you know. So it's just one of those things where Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams, they made a play. They got us on
143 penalty yards between both teams, 60 for the Texans, 83 for the Jets. Penalty yards.
What was the point total, man? Because what did I say? What did I tell you? I was like, take the under.
You grabbed the under on 42.5, and we didn't even. I don't even think we hit 40. Are we 30, 34?
Hey, if y'all don't know, when we tell y'all shit, listen, man. Like every time that we make predictions, as like for fantasy shit or for betting shit, I was like, take the under. This is a short week. We don't have many receivers. The Jets have been playing like shit. This gonna be a sloppy ass game. I knew it wasn't going. 42 was generous as fuck, man.
Do you know what the over under was for Mixon on yards in this game?
What
was 82?
The boy been balling, dog.
I don't understand how they set it at 82. I mean, he was all we had.
Yeah, it's yeah. What was Tank's? What was Tank Dell's?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm interested to know that. Some people are saying that yeah, the bro. Like I say, our defense, I trust our defense, but it's a team sport, right? The offense has to be able to produce. Like if you go 3 and out constantly, if you constantly giving the other team the ball, giving them more opportunities to score than you have, then yeah, they might put up 50 because the Lions multiple games this season have played flawless football, Omar.
Yeah.
I mean, you talking about a team that bro, they just putting up a clinic. They're literally coming into the game saying, this is how you play football.
Yeah.
You know, if a fucking alien was to crash on the planet, the Lions will be the team that you would tell them to watch. Like, this is how football is supposed to be played. And I hate that we have to play them next week.
56.5 was the over under on Tank Dell yards. He blew that out of the water. 126.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. If I would have saw that, I would have definitely we would have definitely suggested take the over on that all day.
Yeah. Yeah, but if you look at his average yards,
it don't matter. Look at the circumstances.
Yeah, look at the situation. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, he was the number 1 receiver.
Yeah.
And he's been the number 4. Yeah, Casario's got some work to do. Yeah, definitely got some work to do. I agree with that. I mean, look, man, we need when's the trade deadline? Next week?
Yep. Yeah, man.
Yeah, NFL trade.
I would say, you know, the priority is still left guard, man. You know, I think we need a ball. I think Kendrick stepped up. He played very, very well, but he's not the answer. You know, I say go out there and get a baller, man. You know, do what you need to do, get a baller. And also, I mean, bring a receiver in. We get look, we haven't even talked about it. They mentioned it. I'm sure everybody probably knows, is aware because we're all Texans fans here, but Nico Collins is 100% coming back for the Lions game as we hoped. But it is confirmed that he is coming back. So that's great news. It's great news. But man, we still
I agree with that 100%.
Yeah.
That is the order of importance in what we need to grab in this trade deadline.
I don't agree with CB. I'd say left guard for sure, wide receiver, and then look, we've had every opportunity to bring in a corner.
We got plenty of wide receivers. I'd take a cornerback before I take a wide receiver.
Yo, okay, look, the other receivers produced as much as me and you.
No, but what I'm saying, but that's not because of them. That's because fucking CJ was running for his life the whole goddamn game.
No, I don't know, man. I don't know if
you
I
don't
agree
think
with that.
so.
No, I think. I mean, it's a combination of both, right? Like, look, if I don't know, man, they're not producing. They're not great. They're not good.
I know. I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. They haven't been producing, but they can only do so much when they're not getting any opportunities, right? Like nobody's throwing them the ball because CJ's running for his fucking life every time.
Like I say, it's a combination of the both, man.
Again, the chicken or the egg, right? Like, what are we talking about here, right?
It's hard for me to give Metch and Hutchinson a pass, bro. Like they could have. I don't know. I would need to see the film, once the All-22 comes out. But bruh, but them to goose eggs, it's crazy.
I'm gonna get the I was gonna do it at the second half. I realized we're like 45 minutes in.
let's get our boy Ram in here real quick. You wanna drop the link for him?
Yeah,
man?
yeah. I just put it in there.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I usually want to drop it like in the second, like the last 30, because we try to go for about an hour and some change. So I drop it in for the last 30. There was just a lot to talk about in this game, guys. I mean, there's it's unfortunate, you know what I mean? But NFL trade day. Yeah, so November 5th is the trade deadline, same day as the election day, which is gonna be awesome that we're gonna have something else to watch other than the fucking election.
Yeah.
Which,
I could give a shit about that.
Nobody gives a shit about the election.
Let's get our boy Ram in here, man.
There he is.
What's up?
What's going on, big dog?
Man, drunk as hell right now.
What you sipping on? That's my favorite segment. What you sipping on?
Burr.
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 Drown in those sorrows, my friend. That's
absolutely. I wish fucking Tangents was here, man. Passing the fucking tree around, man.
It's one of those games, man. What do you think?
Granted, they should have took fucking Green out after the fucking Colts game. Fucking,
I agree.
But hopefully next week, let him get some more practice time in. That left side should be looking a little bit better. Hopefully. But yeah. Joe did his fucking thing like normal. Another 100-yard fucking rushing. Tank, he stepped up big time. I think with the whole entire three-headed monster, the other twos were just fucking eating, and he wasn't fucking getting shit.
Yeah, he couldn't. I mean, there wasn't enough to go around. Really, if you think about it, because I mean, those other two, especially Nico, with the way he was playing. I mean, he was already out. He was out like 2 games already, but was still like in the top 5 receiving yards.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he hadn't played 2 games, so it's like all these other receivers got an opportunity to catch up. But it's one of those situations. I kind of had a feeling he was gonna really show up, but I was kind of nervous about it too, which is kind of why it was one of my positives.
Yeah. But like, it's kind of like that with that whole entire fucking meme. Oh fuck, too hard to fucking think right now. Nah, what is it? What's that fucking Godzilla fucking monster with the 4-headed fucking dragon?
Oh, the Dragon Ball Z one.
Yeah,
with the 3 smart ones and like the 1 stupid one.
Yeah, so that all I kept thinking about was like, okay, technically we have a 4-headed monster. You have fucking Joe, you have fucking Nico,
right.
and then Stefan's the goofy, or Dale's the stupid ass looking one.
Yeah, that's I know exactly what meme you're talking about.
But nah, man, like it's just these last minute fucking things too. The coaching needs to get fucking better.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, they're just not making adjustments, man.
Absolutely.
And not only are they not making adjustments, but the other teams are making adjustments and then making our script like null and void. It doesn't even matter.
Like what the hell happened to fucking Bobby, man? Last year it seemed like he had everything fucking put together, and now it's just like you give him multiple weapons, and now he just doesn't know how to fucking do it.
Yeah, it's like you almost gave him too much, man. Yes, I mean it's disappointing because obviously that's what teams do. That's what football is about. You know, you see what's not working, you go into halftime, you make halftime adjustments, you come out, you play better, or at least continue to do the things that had been working in the first half. You know, Joe Mixon, like, I don't know what happened to him at the end of the game. In the second half.
I mean, we're talking about right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But I'm with you, Ram. I think Kendrick going into practice this week, they're going to get a full practice. They're obviously going to get
multiple. We play what on
next
the 10th,
Sunday, right?
Yeah, and on the 10th. So they get a solid 9 days.
Yeah, good
refresh,
rest, recovery, and a lot of practice for them. And hopefully, I know it sounds shitty to say it, but like hopefully Kenyon stays hurt. It's like, all right.
Well, you brought up something I was just about to say, Omar. I may, and it's gonna be controversial, I may quit the team. I may give up on this team if Kenyon Green is healthy.
We see you, Tangent. Hang tight, brother.
And they decide, and D'Amico decides to put him back in the starting lineup. If he's healthy and they decide to, but look, don't do that.
Don't put it past them.
Yes, because the motherfuckers already proved that he can't play football, and they still decided to roll with him, knowing that Kendrick Green Kendrick Green has been there the whole time. He didn't just pop up out the stands this game as a person, as a viable option. He's been there licking his chops the whole time. So it's not out the realm of possibility.
I'm not going to disagree with you on that one. It's just like Nico, he's a team fucking coach. So I know he don't like to talk trash about people, but in-house, like you're right. He hasn't proven, like, in-house he hasn't handled shit. Like
he said in the press conference, because look, we're smart fans. You know, everybody sees the film. You know that this guy's getting beat every play. CJ has to run for his life. He said with a straight face in the press conference, like, we started the year with Kenyon. That's what we rolling out with. And it's like, bro, are you fucking kidding me?
But
what are we doing?
So in my whole entire thing, I think you're all right. I say let's roll with what offensive lines that we have for the backups. Let's roll with them. If Kendrick hopefully don't come back, I feel pretty good about our backups because they've proven themselves the last 2 games. Like, they can step up and make fucking game time plays.
I love this. Kendrick to challenge Kenyon for the starting lineup like old dude did on Drumline.
Do it, man.
Hit the drum.
Fuck it. Hell yeah. But I say for last minute trade, we go for a wide receiver.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt, man.
I'm with that.
No doubt.
Graham,
look,
we appreciate you, brother. We're gonna let Tangent get in here. Because we're right up on it, man. But again, we appreciate everything. We'll catch you next week, brother. Mr. Tangent.
What's up, big dog?
So I'm just coming in I wanted to teach you some breathing exercises, Tricky. Like, so I mean, you went through Bill O'Brien, right?
Yeah.
Come on.
You would think we would be used to this shit, right?
I mean, I'm thinking the same things in my head. Like, I'm sitting here watching D'Amico Ryans learn how to coach or some shit like that. Like, what kind of parameters do I have for that? But I mean, I'm getting questions about certain things just like you, man. But I'm not jumping ship.
Yeah.
It would be so egregious changes for this kid to be healthy and for them to put him back in the starting rotation, man. Look, CJ Stroud is our franchise.
Right.
His job is to protect our franchise. You know, because you never know on an injury, anything could happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, he could go down for the season. It could affect the rest of his life. You know, so for you to be the coach, for you to be the decision maker, seeing that he's getting killed because of, I'm not gonna put it all on him, but majority of the time it's because of that one guy. That's terrible. That's terrible leadership, terrible decision making. If Kenyon Green comes back in, given everything that I just said, no, I literally might be ready to jump ship because I don't trust our leader. I don't trust the coach of this team making the decisions to say we're going to put that guy back in the game and let him entrust him with the responsibility of protecting our guy.
You know, for as bad as Tunsil was, right, during that little 2-game stint where he was just racking up penalties he was going out of style, right? We all hated him, right? Everybody wanted him out. It's like roll an ankle and get him out of there. But it wasn't because he was putting CJ in danger. Right? Like
no doubt.
He was absolute dog shit, right? But he was still blocking whenever he would get off the line at the correct time, right?
Yeah, he was ruining drives that had already been made.
Right, exactly. He wasn't putting our golden goose in danger.
Kenyon Green is putting our golden goose.
It. Yeah.
He's putting his life in danger. These are massive buildings of men. These are monsters like coming after our quarterback. So if D'Amico Ryans make the decision to ever let Kenyon, I don't give a fuck if it's like garbage time in a game and it's Davis Mills out there. If D'Amico Ryans makes the decision to put Kenyon Green back in any NFL football game, I'm fucking done with this team.
I'm gonna have to do this channel solo, bro. You gonna leave me out? You gonna leave your boy out here to hang, man, by myself? Cold blooded.
No, he's terrible. He's a terrible football player.
No, it seems like the Rockets are gonna start doing better. So we can just do a show about the Rockets.
Hey, they beat the Mavericks today.
Did they?
Yeah, they beat the Mavericks. Man, they were up by like 30 points at the half. Man, they were smoking them. Absolutely smoking them. But yeah.
Well, I mean, seriously, I think that Caserio and D'Amico are looking at this right now. I think, like Ram said, D'Amico comes across as I'm the player's coach and all that stuff, but behind scenes and shit, like he's doing things to get it done.
I have faith in him.
I lose confidence in Slowick constantly, though, as much as I want to make believe it.
Yeah. Especially since he came into the season with all this hype, right? If there's anybody having a sophomore slump, it's Bobby Slowick.
That's facts. That's facts, bro.
You know, it's not CJ, it's not anybody else. Our defense is absolutely playing phenomenal. Like Tricky said, I agree with him on this. I feel we have a Super Bowl caliber defense. He said sell the team. Hold on now, Jesus. Let's take it easy, baby. Let's take it easy. But yeah, man. You got anything else, Tangent?
I wanted to see if y'all could see the difference between the defense when Will wasn't on the field.
Of course, Will's a baller, man. You know, he creates pressure off the edge.
I mean, Autry had his spot, but it just wasn't. I mean, the offense was doing what they wanted to still.
Yeah. So Autry's much better served inside. You know, he was able to create pressure because Will was creating so much havoc on the edge. So look, like we talked about it, Omar. We were talking about guys. I think we were talking about the receivers, right? Like we were like, oh, well, CJ's good enough to help these guys that's not like Steph Diggs get open because he's just that good. Well, no, it's like the starters are starters for a reason. Will Anderson is a starting edge rusher over our backup guys, over the guys that we would put in relief of him for a reason. He's amazing. He's a stud, a guy that is in the running for Defensive Player of the Year. So of course, absolutely, there's a huge difference, a huge drop off once he goes down, and that's so unfortunate, man. And we're not off the water. He was able to like try to come in and try to work it out, but there's no guarantee that his injury isn't something that will be lasting, and he's going to be able to be up for the Lions game, man. So we just got to keep our fingers crossed on that.
Well, yeah, the other thing too is that we got that really long break right between now and the next game that we have, right? So a total of 10 days of rest and recovery. I mean, I can't tell you how much that's going to help, everybody on the squad in terms of kind of getting back to square one as far as the health's concerned. Tangent, brother, we always appreciate you jumping in, man. You're going to help us close this thing out, but we'll catch you on next week's video, man.
All right, man. Thanks.
Later, man.
All right, bro. The boy say fire Slowick.
Fire Slowick. Who said Fire Slowick? Oh, yeah, man. He said change the batteries on the smoke detector. Whose smoke detector? Was that Tangent?
Probably.
Nah.
Now his Tangent shit was probably just going off because like he had some smoke going. we love Tangent, dog. Like
Yeah,
it's our
man.
boy.
That's the homie right there.
Yeah,
Friend of the
that
video.
battery to be safe.
Friend of the channel for sure.
Yeah.
KG. Was that AR playing tonight 11:30? AR's been benched, brother.
He probably making a joke with that shit. I think that's probably a CJ stat line. 11 for 30 is what he's talking about. I mean, CJ did not play well, man. We can make all the excuses in the world for him, man. You know, like
that is an 11. Yeah,
receivers. You know, him not being able to get enough time in the pocket or whatever. But hey,
11 for 30 for 191 yards. Yep, Kenny's absolutely right. Man,
yeah,
that is those are AR stats, man. That's horrible.
It's not good. It's not good. Like I said, we're not
horrible.
gonna make excuses for our guy. You know, it's not good.
I want to see some stats on the offensive line on how many times.
Why are you trying to depress us right now? We know,
man.
Wow. We're already sad. We're already sad, Omar.
All right, I want to know. I want to know who. I want to know who, and I want to know how bad this is. All right, folks, we're right up against it. We appreciate you guys as always, man. Joining in, hopping in.
Yeah,
some shit with us.
Can't tell you guys how much we appreciate it, man, and bad on us for missing the past few weeks.
The last few, yeah.
Look, no matter what, obviously we want to see the Texans win every week, but this is awesome, man. This is fun. This the camaraderie that we love, man. We'll have to try to get back on the snide next week. It's gonna be a tall task, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting one. I mean,
but
we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
The best place to figure out what's going to happen on the next week's game is to stay locked in here because we are going to be on top of everything that's happening this coming week. It's going to be a very important week. I mean, obviously, because we're playing the Lions, which is going to be one of our tallest orders of the season so far. Hopefully, we'll be back in full force, and hopefully, they'll do something before this trade deadline.
Yep.
That's going to make us all very happy. So we'll see. But we appreciate you guys watching. We appreciate y'all hanging out with us, and we will catch you guys next week. Stay tuned for our next videos. Like, comment, subscribe. We love y'all. Peace.